You see guys all the time make excuses for why they can't get the women that they want, the girl that they want. They say they're not this height, they haven't got this hairline, they're not Duke Dennis, they haven't got this amount of money. That was kind of cringe, but they say stuff like that all the time because they want to take away accountability from themselves, and they blame women all the time. Women are terrible, women are shit. Oh, they just want guys with money, they just want guys who's tall, they just want guys who are ripped, and they didn't put anything on themselves because, to be honest with you, some of that they can do things about. For example, a guy who's ripped, they can get in good shape, they can build a good body, they can build a good physique, get in money, they can build themselves into someone who makes enough money and makes more money. They can do that. It applies a lot of effort, of course. Both of them do. Getting in shape and making money applies a lot of effort, a lot of thinking, a lot of strategic planning. But they don't want to do that. And it just makes me realize that a lot of guys just overcomplicate things and then just feel like a victim about it. And I might get some hate for this video, but the truth is, it's the reality of stuff. If you want to be a person who attracts the dream girl, you got to make yourself into that dream man that she wants. You got to make yourself into that guy that she wants, who she truly desires, who she looks at in a light where she's proud to be with him. Whether that's you getting in amazing shape, whether that's you being more charismatic, whether that's you being more confident, you making more money. Let's stop focusing on the external stuff. Maybe that's you being present in the moment with her. You building up that presence in yourself, because a lot of guys aren't present when they speak to people. If you start doing stuff like that and improving yourself and taking accountability for them, you are going to have an amazing life in regards to dating and in regards to seeing women. But a lot of guys don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Of course they don't. They don't want to take accountability for stuff. Now, what's the point? What's the point of just Google all day and go on fucking Instagram and just go on Reddit and do all this random shit and eat cookies? That's what they want to do. But it's not true, man. It's not true. If you do that, you're just going to hurt yourself. And that's the truth. As much as it sounds like I'm hating, it's the truth. You're just going to hurt yourself. And this comes from someone who's quite fulfilled and happy in his dating life. And the stuff that he's had in his past and what he's got going on right now, I'm quite happy. And that comes from making myself into someone who I want to be. And am I there yet? No. Am I 100% there yet? No. I'm not even near 100%, nowhere near 100%. But I've improved myself a lot to the point I'm able to attract different people in my life and relationships that I want in my life with ease. And that comes from working. That comes from getting in the gym for years. That comes from speaking to more people, being more confident, getting over that fear of talking to people. That comes from making sure you got some money behind you. That comes from holding yourself in a way where you're more confident, learning how to make people laugh, learning how to make people smile, making yourself better. That's what it comes from. Taking time to yourself to understand what you've done wrong in certain scenarios and certain situations and how you approach them in the future. That's what it comes from. But a lot of guys don't want to hear that. They want to hear that women are terrible and women are horrible and women are bitches. That's what they want to hear. It's not true. It's not true. Is there a percentage that may not be the right for you? May not be right for you? Yeah, there's a percentage, of course. Because I've dealt with a lot of girls that weren't right for me, of course. But there is some out there that have good intentions, but they want a guy who is good enough for them intentions. This is what you got to think. Stop being a victim. Being a victim solves nothing. That's what you got to think, man. Every time guys want to be a victim, and it's easy nowadays. We got everything in the palm of our hand. We got food coming to our house. We got fucking, we think we could do anything on there. We can find anything on there, and everything's there, man. But it ain't gonna help you. It isn't gonna solve nothing. Always keep this in mind. You gotta become the dream man to attract that dream girl. It takes more on your side. It takes you doing stuff on your inside. And some of you might even say, oh, why do I have to put in all this effort to attract her? It's the way it is now. As much as you could say back in the day it was different, it's the way it is. Unfortunately, it's the way it is. And once you've realized that reality, that's the way it is, that's when you can start progressing in this reality and pushing yourself forward and bettering yourself instead of just being a victim. Because being a victim is just going to keep you in the same place. And that's the unfortunate truth. Hope you lot got some value.